Hello and welcome to Fearless Motivation video number 9. Coming home from Windsor, it was time to go to university, and then the university I chose was Laurentian University. At the time, I believed it was the only university that offered law and justice. For that, I chose the university itself is located in Sudbury, Ontario, Canada, which is a beautiful city that's known for the giant nickel, Science North, and a multitude of lakes, mines, cliffs, and biodiversity. One of the songs I got very accustomed to was it's a Sudbury Saturday night. The boys are getting schizo. The ladies are off to bingo on a Sudbury Saturday night. But I digress. But the Laurentian University is located on Lake Ramsey, which is a beautiful place for fishing and also beaches. So freshman year, I got to stay in a single student residence, which is an apartment style complex, and it houses up to 3 to 6 roommates. I stayed in the resident assistant apartment. My roommates were Andrew Beacom, Dave Hancock, Nathan Borgio, and Jordan Glass. We played drinking games. Dave had a huge big screen TV with a big back on the back. He also had a Toronto Maple Leafs obsession where he wrote down every single game of the season on the wall in black marker and recorded the scores. It was quite interesting. So for part-time work, I worked at Aramark Food Services, which is the food service for the university. And I was also, for the university, some work associates that I knew were Giselle, the manager, Darren Gruamard, assistant manager, Harry Nines, H-bomb, affectionately called for its explosions at the boss. Ahmad Dukka, an Indian playboy, Lynn the lifer, Tins, Mike, Tina, and Doris. So some outlets at the food place were Stir Fry Favorites, Pizza, Tim Hortons, and I often did catering events for university executives. I was very familiar with these from my time at Pride of Windsor Cruises. Also, some other food establishments were Stir Fry Favorites and Grill Favorites. I was lucky enough also to have my university paid for by my parents. I was very lucky in that opportunity. So some of the classes that I took were Crime and Punishment with Robert Beckett, Psychopathology with Brian Burke, and General Law with Dale Braun. Rob Beckett was a big hippie that recommended doing shrooms in the woods with your friends for the mind awakening and facing down death. Also learn the color pyramid of human evolution. So everyone starts at beige, which is the most basic human needs and desires. So basically this is when you're like stranded on a human desert island. These are your most basic instincts, like to get food, shelter, fire, and water to sustain yourself. So the next level above that is purple. This is basically your magical level where when you do like drugs and alcohol, it regresses the brain and makes you like more like not in tune with your settings and not able to function properly, and it also affects your coordination and speech skills, but it also gives you great like insight into yourself. So a level above that is red. This symbolizes war, battle, passion, aggression, hate groups, and professional sports. So it also symbolizes evil, crime. Red is intense, purpose directed at a cause, and can be associated with chaos or government, anti-government. So a level above red is blue. Blue is law enforcement, so it associates with police, firefighters, EMTs, and anybody wearing a badge. So, yeah, and corrections. A level above blue is orange. The orange is for people that believe they are above the law. It is for sociopaths and certain organizations like Mensa and entrepreneurs, great thinkers, and philosophers. A final level above that, before it gets too convoluted, is green. Green is concerned with global consciousness, humanitarians, charity, NATO, and examples are United Nations and NATO. So every color that I've just mentioned has a healthy and toxic version. Some examples are a toxic beige would be like a Lord of the Flies reminiscence. A healthy beige would be like a Swiss Family Robinson with the monkey butlers. So toxic purple would be drunk driving, and coke, and doing coke and meth. So a toxic, healthy purple would be marijuana being used for epilepsy and medical treatments. A toxic red would be a genocide, rape, and murder. A healthy red would be scoring a touchdown in football, anything associated with passion and drive. A toxic blue would be corrupt cops and people that abuse the system. A healthy blue would be a healthy blue would be John McCain, Die Hard, and like every day, baby, yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. And so like also Live PD and anybody that accurately enforces the law. So toxic orange would be sociopaths and criminals who take advantage of the social system. A healthy orange would be great thinkers, and entrepreneurs like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and Richard Branson. A toxic green would be polluters or people that hate the earth and pollute the earth. Healthy green would be United Nations, Doctors Without Borders, Tau Kappa Epsilon Fraternity, and Habitat for Humanity. So in my psychopathology studies with Dr. Brian Burke, I learned how serial killers are created, brain neurology, deformed brains, neurotransmitters like norepinephrine, dopamine, serotonin, and adrenaline. I'll be going deeper into each of these neurotransmitters in future podcasts. So general law with Dale Braun provided precedent, contract law, criminal law, mens rea, and actus reus, also court procedures. Shifting from studies back to fun, the campus bar was Pub Down Under. This was always stacked every Friday and Saturday with a giant lineup. Everybody wanted to get into the pub because it's good times there, all the university kids there. So also, in my second fourth years, I got the chance to live in Huntington Residence. At Huntington Residence itself, I met some people like Tom Dunn, Matt Moskal, Dhruv Nanda, Corey McGee, Mike McNeely, Lauren Graham, Lauren Coftry, and Tom Barker. So Huntington Residence itself is split into 4 sections. There was the EF Animal House, there was the GH Country Club, the IJ Fog Duckers, and the KL Cool Cats. So basically what we did for parties in Huntington Residence, they're always called corner parties, where everybody took out their speakers and all opened the doors, and it was just like bumping until like 2 a.m. every night. We had a corner party. It was pretty dope there. One of the most memorable corner parties that we had was called Testy Fest. So basically what this was, it was hosted by the residence president, and basically it was a bunch of guys sitting around a tote of alcohol, which contained 40/40s of alcohol. So alcohol itself is a 40% alcohol that is flavorless and tasteless. So basically we are all sitting around this giant tote full of a grape alcohol, and we'd take swigs of it, and we'd all be wearing giant mullets and also wife beaters, because like it's just guys celebrating their manhood, I guess, in some way. Okay, yeah. So if you have been following the videos since the beginnings, you're very familiar that this is how I discovered my original brain tumor, from all these epic parties. So I'm just going to shortly wrap up this video. So I'm also got the promise that I'm actually shooting this at a grocery store while I'm doing security. So, you know, I'm just like taking action like ridiculously every day. But anyways, more on yeah, so this just about wraps up my foreground and before the brain tumor occurred, because I just mentioned it there. So in video 10, I will be laying out the framework for the future videos that are to come. And in these videos, I will be describing strategies, adventures, faith, and also I'll get into the meat of this series and everything that I've learned and developed in the 12 years since I had a brain tumor in the 12 years. So until the next video, guys, Kaizen baby, ow! But I'm also just going to show you a few of the health products and stuff that you get to see at Zehrs in Kingsville. So I'll just quickly show you that, and then I'll wrap up this video. So basically we've got like the health supplements here. And then I'm just going to quickly give you a little browse of all the different vitamins here. So basically, yeah, guys, I just like getting into the health supplements and everything of that nature. And I just like to continually go forward with everything I do. So I hope this video was satisfactory. And I look forward to seeing you again on video number 10. Take care, guys.